Thanks for your interest in Romac software. In this video, I will introduce you to Romac's Series 8 Production Control program. Romac's Production Control program is used to track the working process through the fabrication shop and is designed to assist the steel fabricator with bill of material, weight calculations, shop cutting list, sequencing of shipments, tracking of production milestones, and printing of shipping tickets. It even integrates with Romac's Series 8 Inventory Control program and our Series 8 Purchase Order program. We previously set up job number 167 that will open up now as an example for this introduction. We'll go to the Edit pane and select Job Title to access all of the basic job title information. Here you can edit details such as the job name, location, customer name, customer order number, etc. As you will see, everything revolves around the shop bill of material. The bill of material can be entered into Production Control in a couple of ways. You can manually input the bill of material, import it through a KISS file that is generated by a detailing program, or use a combination of both. Some of the detailing programs include field bolts in the bill of material, so here you can decide whether you want to track those or not. Under Description Type and Dimensions, you can decide whether this job is U.S. Standard Imperial or Metric. If your project is broken down into different shipping sequences, you can select that here. Next, we'll look at the Extra Fields screen. In addition to the basic bill of material items such as quantity, material description, piece marks, etc., you can also track additional fields like the remark field. You can also set up process codes to route the material through the shop. The initial process could be how the material is cut, whether it's cut with a saw, a shear, a plasma table, etc. And then you could have secondary codes that could include punching, fitting, welding, cleaning, painting, etc. If the job requires that you get paid based on the type of material that you're furnishing, whether it be heavy structural or miscellaneous like handrails, gates, floor plates, etc., you can set it up to have different pay item categories, whether it's per pound or per lineal foot, per square foot, or per each. Then for each shipping piece, you can put it in the appropriate pay item code, and it will segregate the material based on the pay item code. If you create an advanced bill of material, you can include that reference number in your shop bill of material. You can also put finishes on the shipping piece. If you have a job that has several different finishes, such as galvanized, painted, or no paint, you can designate how that shipping piece is finished. On the Sold Shipped To screen, you can enter the appropriate addresses that will go on your shipping tickets. Next, on the Special Item Weights screen, you have the ability to include weights for what we call special items. This would be for items such as extrusions, anchor bolts, sleeves, perforated plates, etc. Next, on the Pay Item Code screen, the program will allow you the option of adding pay item codes. On the Task screen, you can track production through the shop. You can track about 40 different production milestones, which can vary from job to job. We've set this one up to track 6 different production milestones for the job, and in this particular job, we'll just track the final inspection. But from job to job, we could track the fit up, weld, inspection, cleaning, painting, etc. If you have outside processing, such as galvanizing, painting, powder coating, or machining, you can go to the outside process screen to enter that information. You can set up to 5 different outside processes per job, and then you can create shipping tickets to send those materials to the vendor doing the outside processing. When they are finished with the outside process, you can instruct them to either bring it back to your shop or have them ship it directly to the job site, or even to a third party for a different additional processing. Depending on where you're going to ship it from, you can include the forwarding address and include any notes that you need. Next, we'll go to the Tools menu pane to show you how to import a bill of material from a KISS file. KISS files are data files generated from most detailing programs. They can also be generated from AutoCAD drawings by using a third-party program that will extract that information, creating a KISS file. Here, we will import a KISS file that we previously saved to our desktop with the .kss extension. As you can see, it shows the detailer's job number, job name, creation date, the software that created it, in this case it was the Tekla Structure software, and the number of bill of material items that are included in the KISS file. If you click on the Material Specification Conversion button, you will see the various specification descriptions that we include in Production Control. The KISS file, as generated from the detailing software, may not be exactly the same. So this screen gives you the ability to easily instruct the program to convert or edit those to match the specification required. Once the material specifications are set up correctly, you can import the data. You can see the data comes in very quickly. In this case, it was a small project. There were just 2 drawings. Drawing 101 had 10 items. Drawing 102 had 6 items. If you remember, it said there were 25 items in the bill of material, but we only imported 16 items. The difference in this case is that we opted not to import the field bolts, so the 9 items of field bolts were not imported. Once the job has been imported, you can look at it through the shop bill of material. Here you will see the 2 drawings that came in, and there's the bill of material that came in for that drawing. Here we will show you how to manually input the material. We'll put in another drawing. We'll call it drawing number 103. And we'll say it's revision 0, and the drawing date we're going to say is 11/27/14, and it's released for fabrication. We'll click on the Edit SBOM button to go to the Shop Bill of Material editor. On this screen, we will start entering some material. We'll enter a quantity of 2 for piece mark 103B1. The material description will be a W8 by 18, and we'll make it 12 foot 3.5 inches long. The specification will be A992 material, and as you see, it will automatically calculate the weight unit from our material database. And we'll add a short remark. On the next line, we will put in 4 pieces of AC2, which is an angle 4x4 by 3/8 by 0 foot 5.5 inches long, A36 material. Again, it will automatically calculate and insert the weight unit. The program will consider every piece that you input is going to be attached to the previous shipping piece. Whenever you need to end that shipping piece and start a new shipping piece, you just simply click the button Start New Shipping Piece. Here we'll put in 3 shipping pieces. Use mark 103B2. Again, it's going to be a W8 by 18, and we're going to say that it's 9 foot 1.5 inches long. And just for consistency, we'll put in beam as the remark. Next, we'll put in 6 pieces of AC2 again, which is an angle 4x4 by 3/8. Length is 0 foot 5.5 inches long. And that's all we'll put in for that drawing. We'll close the drawing, making sure that it's saved, and exit out of the Bill of Material editor. We've got the 3 drawings in, the 2 that we imported plus the 1 that we put in manually. There's several reports that we can generate from Romac Production Control. You can get just a shop bill of material report, which is a report of the shop bill of material, including the shipping pieces, the detail pieces, and all of the weights. You can get a master shipping list, which is a master list of just the shipping pieces. You can select the ship piece status report, which will give you the status of all the shipping pieces. If you're using milestone reporting, this can show you what has gone through the various shop processes like cutting, fit up, inspection, etc. You can also include what's gone out for outside processing and what's been returned from outside processing. You can select to include what's been shipped to the job site, the date that it was shipped to the job site, and the shipping ticket number. The cumulative report is to track weights for that job, what's gone through the various production milestone processes and/or shipped to date. And you'll see there are a few other reports that are also available. Next, I'll show you how you can generate a shop cutting list for this project. We'll just call it Cutting Batch 1. You can click on the Select Drawings to choose which drawings to include, or you can simply add all drawings. You can also select from Sequences. Next, we will tell Romac Production Control which material to include in the cutting list. You can choose to include all material, main material only, like beams, channels, pipes, tubes, etc., secondary material only, like clip angles, bars, plates, etc., or you can choose to include selected items. You might want to use selected items to only include specific items like all of the W8x18 material. In this sample, we will simply choose to include all of the material. And then you click on OK to generate the shop cutting list. And here you will see a summary list of all the material on the drawings we selected. To see a specific cutting list for any single material size, you simply select it and click on the Display Delete button. Here you will see the cutting list info for all of the W8x18s. It will show you the piece marks, quantities, cut lengths, and how many are on each drawing. You can also nest the material. In this case, we'll look at nesting the W8x18s. It shows you a list of the W8x18s, how many are required, how many have been cut, the balance to be cut, and the quantity to cut in this nesting. And you can even change the quantities to cut if you need to. On the next screen, we can cut from inventory. In this case, there are a few pieces of W8x18 stock that we can use. You can tell Production Control which of these stock pieces that we would like to nest from. We'll leave everything selected to make everything available, and then click on Process to show us the nesting results. Here you'll see that there are two cutting patterns. The first cutting pattern shows that we will use one 28-foot stock piece to cut one piece that is 12 foot 3.5 inches long, and then 4 cuts of 3 foot 10.5 inches each, leaving us with a drop of 2.5 inches. So if everything looks okay, we will leave the box checked that says use this pattern and move on to the next pattern. The second pattern shows that we can cut one piece at 12 foot 3.5 inches and 3 pieces at 9 foot 1.5 inches each, leaving us with a 4-inch drop. So we'll use that one also. Then you simply click on the Save Mark Nest in this group button to see what the complete cutting list looks like. Of course, you can always print out a hard copy of the list to send to the shop. Next, we'll take a look at how Romac's Production Control can help you with shipping. You can create shipping tickets to go to an outside processor or directly to the job site. And if you want to pre-stage the shipping, you can do what we call preload the job. In this example, we'll create a new shipping ticket which will go to the job site. We'll simply call it shipping ticket number 1. Then we will enter the date and indicate that it will ship by our truck. You can enter a remark here too if you want. Then you would go to the Load List tab to begin entering quantities and piece marks to be loaded on this shipping ticket. We'll just enter a few items to the ticket now. You will notice that Production Control keeps a running total of your total weights at the top as you enter each piece for the load. Now we'll go back to the Title tab and click on the Post List button, which will put this ticket in the Loading Loaded status, so you can distinguish between shipping pieces that are being loaded or have actually been loaded on a trailer. Once the trailer has finished being loaded and ready to ship, we would click on the Ship button and enter the actual ship date. Once we click on OK, The program marks this ticket from loaded to shipped. And that gives us pretty much an overall view of some of the highlights of the Production Control program. As you can see, Romac's Production Control program is easy to learn, easy to use, and can help save you tons of time and money in managing your shop's production. Again, thank you for taking the time to view this quick demo video. If you need additional information or have any questions, please contact us. We would love to help you decide whether Romac Production Control is a fit for you and your operation. Be sure to check out our website for more information about Production Control and our other programs for the fabricated steel industry: inventory control, purchase order, estimating, and drawing log.